Hey y'all, hey, I'm back. And guess what today is? Is Hump Day Wednesday. And you know what else today is? Today is my 100th episode of Nik at Night. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I have done 100 of these videos, guys. I started this YouTube channel on February 17th, 2020. And today is May 11th, 2022, and I have hit 100 episodes. Listen, I am proud of me. I did not think, I'm a Libra, so I procrastinate something terrible. I fight with that on a daily basis. So I am actually very proud of myself for continuing this channel as long as I have, and I am here for the long haul. I actually really enjoy it. And so, today's 100th episode will be centering around a few things. So, first, I want to get into the NBA playoffs. I just finished a really good game between the Celtics and the Miami, the Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks. And baby, let me just tell you, the Bucks have shown their championship pedigree. Okay, there was a really good game. The Celtics were, they were winning for the majority of the game, but the Bucks always kept it close. The Celtics fans were in the game. I mean, I was working as I was watching, so I was listening more so than looking, and I could just hear the crowd every time the Celtics did something good. And I was thinking, "Ooh, they must be running away with this." But when I would look over, I would see that the Bucks were still in it. They were still keeping it close. The lead kind of got big at one time, but they kept it close, and they fought and grinded and fought until the very end. And I'm just gonna say it because most folks won't. That goddamn Giannis. I'm not gonna even try to say his last name, but Giannis be balling, y'all. Giannis be balling. People don't really talk about Giannis because he's not rah rah. He's not in your face. Even at the press conferences, he's kind of low key. But Giannis be balling, y'all. And Giannis has heart. He wants to play for himself. He wants to play for him, for his team. He wants to be the very best that he can be, but just for him though. Not for necessarily, to show out and showboat and beat his chest and be, a silverback ape and tell everybody how good he is. No, he just would rather show you and win. And then he'll leave y'all to talk about it. I love that. I love that. I love that about him. And so, not that I'm a huge Milwaukee Bucks fan or anything like that, but I am a fan of certain players. And I'm just a really big fan of Giannis. And I'm gonna learn how to say his last name so I can give him the proper respect and say his entire name. I'm not gonna try. Anyway, so right now, Golden State is playing Memphis. Memphis is still playing the hell out of Golden State. They are in Memphis tonight. And so Memphis is another one of those teams that their star player is Ja Morant, and he's out right now. But Memphis plays really well when he's not available. So this is about to get very interesting because I think Poole just had a little injury just a second ago too. So this is about to get very interesting. If they can hold on and hold serve and win at home, that's going to be a very good series as well. I still have Golden State winning it, but I don't know. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, the 76ers. The 76ers are playing the Heat, and the Heat are up. The Heat are up. They're holding serve. Um, and who's the big guy? Embiid over there. There was a lot of flack because he got hurt in a game that I personally feel like he should not have been playing in anymore. The game was completely wrapped up. They were winning, and Doc Rivers still had him out there on the floor. And he got his, I think, orbital bone shattered or something like that. It's a big injury, so he's out indefinitely from what I hear. I don't know if he's back playing or not. I'm not sure. I hadn't really been keeping up with their series. um but they are, the Heat is up 3-2, so we shall see what happens with that. But I wanted to finish the playoffs with this game, with this playoff matchup, my Dallas Mavericks and the Phoenix Suns. So I was at home Sunday for Sunday's game. I was in Dallas, but I was out with the fam for Mother's Day, and there was an incident that happened at the game. Shout out to Luca. There was an incident that happened at the game with Chris Paul's family, with his mother and I believe his wife, but more so with his mother. And the first reports out were that, there was an altercation with one of the Dallas fans and he assaulted his mother. And I'm like, what? Assaulted this man's mama? String him up. You don't assault nobody's mama. Now, it may just be me and my ignorance, but when I hear somebody say assaulted, I'm thinking he hit her, or he pushed her, or he did something aggressive to her. I'm thinking he hit her. That's what I thought. That's what I'm thinking. Ran up on Chris Paul mama and hit her on mother. Have you lost your mind? That's what I'm thinking. Well, reports keep coming out. And then they show where they took this person, this little white boy. He's a pilgrim. I mean, he's not a boy because apparently he was inebriated. So that means he had to have shown his ID to get a drink at the venue, I would assume. So this little young pilgrim was escorted off the premises, and he has been suspended, or he's been suspended for the entire 2023 season. He cannot come back into the facility. And so then reports come out that Chris Paul's mom says, yeah, he was inebriated, and he was basically in her personal space, trying to hug her and tell her happy Mother's Day, and being drunk and stupid. Now, I guess that falls under assault. But they need to clear that up. Because I'm thinking the boy that hit her and, did something bad to the woman. And I'm saying, I don't like people in my personal space either. So I understand. But I mean, okay, Chris. He all on the court. I'ma see you later. I'm okay, Chris. I'm thinking the man really did something to his mama. Chris, let me suggest this, honey. I've been to a many NBA game. And it be fools out there because they drink all the time. They have the alcohol flowing. So they getting right in the stands. And sometimes folks can't hold their liquor. Now, Chris, to avoid that kind of foolishness from happening, my suggestion is one of your boys, one of your cousins, one of your good friends, or somebody, or even maybe some security that you hire, should probably be sitting somewhere in the vicinity watching the people you care about the most, just to make sure no foolishness pops off. I'm trying to figure out, where were your people? You had your mom and them out there. They wasn't in no box. They wasn't in no, they didn't have their own. You just had them out there breathing the naked COVID air with the regular folks. Stuff. You didn't think you should have a little somebody, not even necessarily security, but like your brother or somebody, or like your homeboy, or like your cousin, or somebody. Just my thoughts. I mean, I could be wrong. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section how y'all feel about this. How y'all feel about this whole situation? Because again, I've been to several games. Sat courtside, been in the good seat section, seen folks, family members. When I used to attend regularly, there was always a family member, or I shouldn't call them boys, but boy that was, in the vicinity, just to make sure no funny business popped off. So that would be my bit of advice. Not that anybody asked me, but I'm giving it freely anyway. Go Mavs. Don't be trying to bring up no extra stories and stuff, trying to take the fact of the matter that the Mavericks handed y'all's ass on Sunday. Don't. I'm just saying. Anyway, so the other thing I'm gonna pivot and talk about is my favorite show has come to an end. They finally released the last 7 episodes of Ozark, and I'm so disappointed. I am so disappointed. I cannot believe that they ended the show killing Ruth fucking Langmore. Ruth? Ruth was the show. Other than Marty, Ruth was the Ozark. How dare you kill off Ruth? If anybody should have died, it should have been that evil witch Wendy. I'm so tired of Wendy, I don't know what to do. I mean, I ain't gonna completely shit on Wendy because she came through in the clutch a few times. But Ruth, y'all killed off Ruth with all the loss she had already suffered. And now who's going to take care of her last standing nephew, Cinnamon, Redhead? Who's going to take care of him? Who? I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I can't believe that that's it. That's how y'all decided to end Ozark. Shame on y'all. Shame. And I'm sorry if I spoiled it for anybody who hasn't watched it. I'm sorry. Sorry. But I just can't believe they ended the show and killed Ruth. And the wolf bitch still is breathing. Anyway, I digress. All of my shows seem to be either finished or on hiatus. There's no BMF. There's none of the Power spin-offs are showing right now, have new episodes. So Snowfall is gone for right now. The only thing that's coming up, and I'm not like looking forward to it, but it's probably going to be the only thing on that I can watch, and I have to get my mind and my stomach prepared to watch. And that's P-Valley. I don't know if you guys have watched Down at the Pink where the girls get it. I don't know if you guys have watched P-Valley. But P-Valley is a lot to stomach. I mean, a lot. They have a lot going on over there in P-Valley. And if if you just can't stomach the homosexuality, the transgenderness, the fluidity of the show, I do not advise. It took me a few times to finally get past all of that and just watch the show for the storyline. It's a good storyline. It's messy as hell, but it's a decent storyline. And I mean, this shit is going on in the world. I can't cover my eyes and act like this is not what's going on. But, it's set around a strip club. That's not my style. That's not my cup of tea. So all of that is new to me. So when I'm watching it and I'm looking, I'm like, oh, that's what happens in the strip club, because that's not my thing. I don't go. I don't know what's going on in the strip club. So that show is giving me a depiction of what goes on. So it starts, I believe, June 2nd or 3rd, something like that. So we'll see if I can stomach the second season of P-Valley. Also, this weekend, we have really good fights coming up. We have not a unification, but an undisputed fight at 154 with Brian Castano and Jermell Charlo. This is the second time these two are stepping in the ring. They're running it back because the first fight ended in a draw. Now, I personally believe that Castano won the first fight, but the judges scored it a draw, so they're running it back this weekend. I don't particularly have a dog in this fight, as far as the boxers are concerned. But I am pulling for Coach Derek James. We will talk about this in more depth on Friday with me and my good friend Voxiana on Queens of the Ring. Make sure you guys come back 9:30 Friday Central Standard Time. Join us in our live as we discuss that. Also, Boots Ennis will be entering the ring once again with Custio Clayton, I believe his name is, a Canadian. pretty good fighter. So I'm eager to see how big of a challenge he's going to present to Boots, if any at all. Also, Pulev is fighting Kovalev. I don't know if a lot of you knew that was coming on this Saturday as well. So join me back on my channel for the live on Friday, 9:30 Central Standard Time. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think of P-Valley. If you watch it, how you like it. If you do, if you don't. Let me know what you thought about the ending of Ozark, because I am still pissed off about it. And also let me know who your picks are for the NBA Finals. Who do you have making it to the finals? Who do you have coming out of the East? And who do you have coming out of the West? Okay? Join me later. I'll see you guys next week for another edition of Hump Day Wednesday. Bye, y'all.